Greetings, listeners. I'm your host and GM for the evening, Zach Barrett, and welcome to this Twisted Q Studios production of Spacers, our Starfinder actual playcast. If you've been following our Call of Cthulhu show, you'll know that we've started up a Ko-fi campaign. On our main website, you'll find a link to the Ko-fi page, where you can donate us a coffee or two for my late-night editing sessions. It also helps to cover our fees for getting the shows too, so it is greatly appreciated. A huge thank you to everyone who has donated to us so far. We're looking at ways to show our thanks to everyone for the help, possibly merch. Let us know on our socials what sort of things you'd like us to look into. But for now, last we left the crew, having thwarted the Seven's dig team on Kairos Prime, Laurel has a fist grudge to pay with the leader of the dig team.
So, following our initiative order, so Laurel, you were 15 feet away from the tree line. You turn back, an explosion has just occurred. Envy is standing right the fuck back up.
I'm not letting that guy leave alive.
Alright, so...
He can leave dead if he wants to, but he's not leaving alive.
How do you leave dead?
I saw you
Explode.
That's a quantum shit! Anyway, sorry,
show.
I like Scary Movie 3 in particular. So... For your, how far, what's your movement speed?
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, so full movement, you won't make it to him. You can make it to him if you use your full turn to get there, but then you will not have an action. You're set because you were about. You're 40 feet away from. Yeah, you can get there in action.
Okay. So that is -2 plus the attack is 25.
I mean, I don't need to ask which AC it is. It'll hit either of them. So yeah.
Either of them?
KAC or EAC.
Right. Yep. I get it. Where's my DC? There it is. That is 16 points of damage. And I'm just, as I hit him, I'm gonna go, stay down!
When you knock him in the face, he drops to all fours. He just begins spitting blood, and he's like standing, but barely.
I'm gonna get on the comm, and I'm just gonna say, this envy guy is still standing. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't follow us.
Okay, flinch.
Okay, so now I'll move 30 feet to the tree line.
Yep.
With my rifle, and do I...
You can
What
see
is it?
him and Laurel, and he's facing you, so you get the -2, but there's no chance of accidentally hitting her. It's just,
Okay.
you're being careful.
Okay. And I'm going to take a single shot. I don't want to risk missing
Yep.
twice. I'll take this single shot. Aim him down. Let's see. No, that's going to be a miss. It's 14 AC on a 6.
Poing!
Yeah. Just rolled really bad lately.
This guy, he's just... He grabs the spear from next to him as he gets on up, and he goes to stick you from underneath with it. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Nah, so he just misses. Greg.
How far would I have to move to be within 40 feet of him? Would my movement of 45 feet from where I am now do it?
You were within the blast radius, right?
Yeah.
You're within 40 feet of him right now.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. You're like 15 feet away from him, maybe.
Okay, I will use my hand cannon with the swagger.
With
and
the swagger.
I'll try shooting him with that.
Alright, so you're going to get a -2 because it's engaged combat with Laurel.
Did you want to try a trick attack?
Yes, I should, because I am an operative.
Now, remember the house rule.
Yep.
If you're ever shooting into combat and it's your friend that's between you and the enemy, depending on how the failure goes, you might shoot your friend instead.
I can take it.
Because they act as AC, basically, right?
Laurel, I can take it.
Yeah.
So you need to
Okay.
roll the trick attack first, which is a stealth check, and depending on how high it is,
my
he doesn't.
God.
We don't need to check the DC. Yeah,
39.
yeah. There's
I don't even know why we do this.
All right. Okay.
This game is crazy.
So it's 1d12 plus 3 plus whatever level of your trick attack is. 3d8 more.
Yeah.
But you need to hit.
But I need to hit him, yeah.
Now he's considered flat-footed, so it cancels out the -2.
I don't know if it'll matter.
Yeah, he loses his dex bonus to AC.
Sure.
Yeah, I still don't.
Or something like that.
I
or
still-
Yeah.
-2.
Yeah, I
Is this
still only have
KAC
the
or
plus-
EAC?
It's KAC.
Cool.
Because it's ammo. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
you're gonna-
my god.
no.
You're gonna yeah.
Critical fumble.
Shit.
All right. Your trick attack, as you kind of spin around, and then you go to point your gun out, you just point your finger out instead. The gun's not in your hand. You let go of it as if your hand was covered in grease, and it just slipped out during your spin. It lands.
Ah, damn that mud.
5, 6, 10. It lands 10 squares.
She throws it 100 feet.
Yeah, it just go 10 square. Your weapon
thought it was gonna
flies 10 squares away from you.
Oh, 50 feet.
50 feet.
Still.
50 feet.
I don't even think she could throw it 50 feet.
Should
he.
it only be 5 feet or that different?
No, other way.
Nope,
that's
just
the
squares.
Yeah, that's
critical
fine.
fumble.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty.
That's why I'm gonna pull a different grid.
I know I'd rather something
Okay.
like that than like hitting Laurel or whatever.
Yeah.
You might as well.
It's oh
Run to
right.
it.
I guess I could have had that hit Laurel.
Oh yeah, so I guess I'll use my
Guess I won't do that then.
movement to go get my gun.
Yes,
Well,
supposed to make
go
sense.
use my movement to go and get within 5 feet of my
And
gun.
you go towards your gun. All right, Cryptic, you are just into the tree line, and you hear that Laurel has gone back to punch a dude in the face,
My God.
and has been doing so.
Pretty successfully.
Unlike Greg and Flinch.
Well, you know, you're not punching him, so.
I mean, you two both kind of one hit took out the guards,
That
so.
doesn't count. That was weeks ago.
Jesus Christ.
Time is a river on this planet. A very fast-moving river.
Yeah.
Fucking pain in your eyes. Cryptic, what are you doing?
Life is an illusion. Time is a river. The door is ajar.
Oh my fucking get out. All right, Cryptic, if you don't go, I gotta pass it on to the next person.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna put everything in reserve because I'm not sure what to do at this point.
Fantastic. So you're just sitting there and going, oh, what do I do now, Deantha? What are you doing?
Can I get within 60 feet of them?
What's your full movement?
30 feet.
Oh, well, then you just move back to the edge of the tree
Yeah,
line.
so I'll
you're
go back
within
to my
yeah, you're within
comfy
60
little
feet.
spot.
Yeah.
You're with
And
me.
I'm not going to I'm not intervene too much. This seems like a thing Laura wants to do, so I'll just. I think the title of this is aptly named "Get 'em," and you get a +1 to your attack.
Aptly named.
Yeah, aptly named. Just said "Get 'em," so you have a +1 to your next attack.
Laurel.
All right. I'm gonna take this guy down.
Sure.
Actually, everyone gets a +1.
Sweet.
50.
That's cocked, I think. Stealth.
Fine. Fine.
Well, I mean, it was.
Yeah.
This is still bad. So that is 15.
As you reach out to punch him, he smacks it away with the spear. Flinch.
So basically, correct me if I'm wrong. Flinch moved back to the tree line,
Yeah.
took a shot and missed. Deantha walked up, stood next to me, and was like, "Get him!"
Yep. That's exactly what has happened.
I'm shooting twice.
You get a +1 each time.
So it's only
still
a
added.
so it's only a -1 because it's -2 due to in combat with Laurel.
Yeah. Well, plus I'm shooting twice, so it actually is.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't. No, I am not kidding you.
Because I missed it the first time, I'm gonna take the advantage this time. Roll your damage.
Roll my damage.
Yep. For your first attack.
Okay. It's going to be a lot. Nah, 16. No, sorry, that's more than that. 19.
Sorry, Laurel. You got struck from a stray shot somewhere.
So I can, as a reaction, do unfriendly fire, which makes a missed attack hit a different target. Technically, would that apply here?
No, because it already is doing that.
Okay, well, at the very least, then I will say, I'll say watch out to Laurel. I don't know if
No, that wouldn't
What?
count
No,
either.
it doesn't really
because
affect
that's
this.
against
I just
my
rolled
AC.
really
She's
high.
basically his
Anything.
armor.
Okay,
Yeah.
then nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I just rolled really hard.
Thanks for trying, though.
So yeah, I did a lot of
You
damage
said
to
it was
you.
19?
Your second shot.
Yeah. And yeah, I have to.
Sorry, I should have done it for you.
Oh God, almost a 2. I still missed.
With the +1?
Oh yeah, it's like 15.
Oh, yeah, that one. So you hit Laurel in the
Even
other
with
half
my
of the dirt.
full, I wasn't hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I can't.
You hit him before.
I'm gonna look up at the end to be like, you told me to get him.
Yeah, and you didn't.
All right, this guy again. With a spear. He is not rolling good. 13 hit you?
None of us are really good.
No, he just misses completely. He's just rolling like tripe. Greg.
All right. Greg moves 5 feet.
Yep.
And he picks up his gun.
Yeah.
And then, if he's still within 40 feet of Stupid Face, he's going
You're like 85 feet away. You were 15 feet from him, and then you threw your gun 100 feet away.
50 feet away.
50 feet away. Oh, so then you're 35 feet away. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to shoot him.
Cool.
Correction.
-2, but +1, so -1.
Oh, I'll do my trick attack thing first. No, that's only 16.
If it had been 15
No.
again,
14.
we all rolling 15 against this guy?
But it still misses.
Yeah, it's still...
All right. Wow. Cliptic.
How did we do the sewed out again? It was me just rolling against his EAC.
No, you were just doing it. You spend a result.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
He rolls a will saving throw.
okay.
Yeah.
So then it would be off target would probably be the best one.
-2 to hit.
Yeah.
Roll a d4.
Three.
So for 3 turns, he is -2 to any attacks against Laurel. Or anybody, really. But,
Yeah, but-
you know, right now, unless anyone gets up into his face, he's trying to stab the crap out of this Pesk.
Yeah.
All right, Diantha.
You guys, come on! Just kill him! I'll get him again and give him everyone a +1.
I didn't move my last round.
You can just say you moved
Can I
back
move up to where they are?
You can go towards them, but they're quite a ways away
Oh,
from
that's
you.
right. All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you're now closer to them.
Okay.
But you can
Laurel.
start moving.
All right. Try one more time. I'm gonna punch the daylights out of this guy.
Sure.
That's a little better. So that's +1, but I have a -2, and then so that is 24.
You don't even have to roll damage. He had 1 hit point left.
Oh my god!
When you said, oh my god, earlier, that was...
Yeah,
one hit
that was
point.
because there was 1 hit point left.
And everyone kept missing him.
I was like, this is ridiculous. How would you like to finish him off if there's any creative way you can think of because you're so pissed?
Yeah.
What is?
I'm going to pick him up and slam him into the ground.
Yeah, no resistance and just boom, like an accordion. Just, the ankles and the neck make contact. And he just is motionless and crumpled on the ground.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. Stay down.
Oh my god.
I look up and I look over here. And just Greg look kind of smoky. Like he was in an
Greg and
explosion.
Cliptic look a little smoked.
You guys okay? Hide the body. Oh, really? Fine. I take the scarf, kind of so we can have proof that we killed him, and then I kick him into the crevasse.
Kick him in the crevasse.
That's terrible.
Before we go, I would like to take one of the the 7 outfits off of one of the guards that came.
Okay, so
So- Real quick, here's the issue with that.
Okay.
Because they were so close to the explosion,
Oh, both of them?
the carcass of the one that you already killed was
Oh,
right. It was
okay.
pretty close to the other one. They have been incinerated. There is
Okay, never
nothing
mind
left.
Are the
Yeah.
spears any good?
The you know what? The one that he was using, I'll let you take there.
Flinch goes over the comm almost immediately when you kick him in the crevasse and says, somebody worse is coming. Let's get out of here.
All right. Let's go.
No time for scrounging. Can't believe I said it.
So you got the spear. I'm cool with saying that. I mean, considering the weapons you guys have, just treat it as 1100 UPBs.
Sweet.
So
Oh.
construction units, build points.
I
All right.
blew up the other stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you took it.
No, I blew it up. I didn't say I took it. I found it there, but I didn't say I took it. Oh well.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Well, nobody can get mad again.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
nobody
nobody
knows it
knew.
was there except for me.
Oh well. Hey, he walked away with whatever the frick's in his cheek pouch. All right, so where do you all head? Back to your ship?
Yep.
Yes.
Going to suggest to Laurel to take a Laurel, yeah, I'm just gonna do it in character.
What?
Laurel, let's take a little bit of a roundabout way, maybe backtrack, make sure they're not trying to follow us. Like if they're trying to follow our tracks or something, that it gets a bit muddy, you know.
Lead the way, dude.
Well, no, I'm not good at that stuff, really. Survival stuff, yeah.
Haven't you been living here for like 30 years?
Yeah. Well, no. Time is river. No, I mean...
I don't know, 35.
Yeah, but we never really had to
8.
worry about our being chased by the 7.
Okay.
I mean, the monkeys knew where we are at all times. It really didn't matter how sneaky we were, which is why I had to use Tim as a bait a lot of the time. I mean, you know, teamwork.
That's fair.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, yeah.
let's go that way.
Roundabout.
Roll a survival check there, Laura.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Oh, gross. 10.
Yeah. Still.
You feel confident that you covered your tracks.
Better than nothing. It's still better than nothing.
We'll see.
Greg can help out in that regard too. Next time we need.
So, yeah, so I'll take off running, and then in a direction that is not, or that I think is not, back towards the ship.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah. I mean, a 10's a 10, though, right?
yeah.
If
You
you're
can't
willing
go
to
around
spend, so here's a skill thing that exists in Starfinder. If you wish to dedicate 10 minutes to a particular task, you can just take 10 on it. Taking 10 means that you just don't even roll. Just say I want to have a score of 10 on this skill check because I'm putting the time towards it. If you put an hour towards something, you can take 20. So just say that my skill roll on this was 20, regardless of whatever you could have rolled on the dice. If you want to try and do it instantly or take the chance on it, you can roll the dice. So if you would like, you can just say you spend an hour doing this and just say you have a score of 20 on this check.
Plus your skill.
So it.
Yes.
Oh, so it's a 10. Get 10 on the dice, not it came up as a 10.
Yes,
Ah.
But if we spend an hour,
you take 20.
you treat it as if it was a 20.
Okay. Well, I'll start with taking 10, and if anyone says anything.
Yeah. Oh, Flinch is going to say, let's take a roundabout an hour to make sure that we can't be followed properly.
Oh wow! So you want to like bury the tracks too, not just
My
go.
middle name is Metagame.
Because I was thinking we just go in circles for a bit and then go back to the ship.
Yeah,
you
but
wanna,
then it'll look like we went in one circle.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. What's?
Yeah.
None of these plants are poisonous, right?
Most of them are, but that's okay.
What if we put the poisonous ones at the beginning of the track? So if they do try to follow us, they hit the poison one
I'm covering the
first.
tracks. That's where going. That's there.
It's an
okay.
hour of us discussing it.
Yep. It's an hour.
I'm
Take
just gonna follow suit with Diantha and just also cover while they're arguing. Just
That's
being
fine.
like,
We're
We're
not
still
arguing.
walking while we're arguing.
Greg is swinging through the trees so he doesn't leave tracks.
So here's the
And every
best
so
part.
often-
Okay.
Every so often as we go, I'm gonna be like, is that one poisonous?
Yes.
Is that one poisonous?
Yes. So, what is your survival skill, Deantha?
I don't think it's very good. But they're arguing, so it's only a +2 to it.
Okay.
So.
So, whilst Flinch and Laurel think that they're doing all of the survival work,
But we're taking an hour.
you're taking an hour. Oh yeah. So you get a 22 on this check.
Sick.
But you're
okay.
the one that does it, not these two. These two spend an hour arguing about it, but you actually did get a 22 on the check.
Okay, great.
Oh, heck,
I'm completely okay with this.
I should have done it. But it's fine.
What did you say?
I said Greg probably should have done it, but he's too busy swinging through the trees with the greatest of ease.
That's true.
You have a surprisingly
Like a
good
trapeze.
survival.
I do, but that's fine.
It shouldn't be surprising.
He's an operative.
He's this goblin
That's fair.
who survived.
My survival's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. All right. So,
That's
you guys back to
awful.
ship?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
As we get back, I'm going to call everyone into the lunchroom, dining room,
Mess?
food place,
Mess hall?
Whatever you want to call it. Your room that has
Coffee
4
in it.
cardboard boxes and a milk crate.
As I walk in, is the sunshine still on the gangplank?
Yes.
I'll pick it up and holster it and shake my head and, you okay, Tim? What?
No answer.
Okay, we'll meet you in the mess hall after I find Tim. I'm gonna
What's wrong
run
with Tim?
looking for Tim.
You go to the last place you saw him.
Toilet.
Passed out in the bathroom.
Like,
Just sleep.
check his pulse.
Just sleeping.
I was gonna say,
Don't give you a heart attack though.
Greg. I was gonna say Greg can go with you and do a medicine check.
No.
He's just asleep.
He's gonna do it anyway.
No, I stop you.
Ooh, I got a 12.
I don't care what you roll. No, Flinch would stop you.
He's dead. He's dead, Greg.
If you kill them,
No, I
Well,
slap your hands
I
away.
got a dirty 20. I mean,
I slap your hands away.
I tell Flinch he's dead.
Don't! I'm not letting you touch him. He survived the slug because you haven't touched him.
Oh my god.
He's not a gravy rag. You don't know the intricacies of his body.
are Tim and Flinch
And he's not dead. I can
Like
hear him
together?
snoring.
Very clearly snoring.
Can I roll?
I don't hear anything.
And I go to put my foot on his face.
No! I push Greg out of the way. No, I will not allow this.
Opposed athletics checks.
I'm not actually going to try killing him or anything. It's just that,
I'm not
I'm a
actually
little
going-
offended by their friendship. That's all.
Aww.
That's not
Oh my god.
That's not at all.
Now, I'm going to roll a sense motive. A skill. Let's be honest. I'm shit at it.
No.
To maybe see if I can tell what's going
Sure,
on.
roll me a sense motive.
My sense motive is +0.
What a magical thing this is.
I rolled an 18 though.
It's hard to tell if it could be Grex just had a rough day. He did get blown up by a ship, but also it could be mild jealousy. You're not entirely sure. It's one of those two.
Stop touching him!
And with that,
Greg. I think two of you guys would be really good friends if you wouldn't try to kill him or scare him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, he seems fine. Let's go to the mess hall.
Okay.
I push you out first because I'm not leaving you.
Fine.
right.
You'll leave a note for him or something.
Dear time.
Oh my god. Back in the mess hall.
Yeah. So I still got the thing in my cheek
This whole
pouch.
thing, your cheeks glowing purple.
Well, I have a mining hat still sort of over it. But I take the mining hat off and I take it out of my mouth.
It's covered in slobber.
Are his teeth extra white and shiny?
No.
No.
What teeth? They all fall out. Oh, radiation. No, but I'm sort of just tossing it back and forth to my hands while I'm talking, like a baseball.
May I see that?
Yeah, in a second. We got to talk about something first. I needed to think.
No, what?
Okay,
Why?
listen.
What is that?
Listen. We need to talk about something. We are solely under-equipped. Solely. It's the wrong word. We are completely under-equipped.
Yep.
I mean, I just threw away the last of our grenades, and they could barely, like, blow up that crappy ramp. We need to make some better equipment. We're all getting our armor. It's got holes in it all over the place. It's wearing us for protection.
Coffee almost went everywhere.
He's not lying. I keep falling out of my pants for some reason.
Because they're not your pants.
Dude, put those back on. I am wearing them now. Oh, really? I just kind of assumed. That's what you said. I can't always tell. They're in really bad shape.
Listen, stay on point. As I'm tossing this thing. So, I think that between me, the engineering master, and maybe Clippy too, you seem to know your stuff, Clippy too,
Okay.
that we could maybe make some upgraded equipment. Now, we've already collected some stuff from the temple, and we've got some other stuff here.
Right.
Maybe we can upgrade some of this stuff, and then we can do the time thingy with the dragon, and this is ridiculous.
Basically, be prepared. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I don't like that. Nah, never mind. Let's charge the breach. No. We should be more prepared.
That's a great idea. I agree. We should be more prepared.
So me and Clippy 2 can work on some stuff, and then maybe Clippy can help with other stuff.
No,
You know what I mean? They can split the load.
I'm pretty sure there's only one Cliptic.
Well, there is only one. Of course, there's only one Cliptic.
Yeah, this
As
is
I look
him.
over at Cliptic 2, and like, this is Clippy 2, not Cliptic.
No, this is Clippy.
I'm crowned.
No, Cliptic doesn't wear a scarf.
What?
Yeah, it's the scarf.
Don't you mean a Krang?
Oh, yeah, yes, see? See, Clippy wouldn't even know what it was called.
I'm cross-referencing my notes between which Cliptic 1's traits and Cliptic 2's traits, trying to keep up.
And Greg can be helpful as well. Greg. Greg, you'll be helpful. Help me separate junk piles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then Clippy 1 can help you with your monkey problem.
No, there's only one Clippy.
There
period.
is. Of course. I'm not disagreeing with you.
I can go raid the 7 camp or go in the temple or something and get you some supplies.
I'd say we don't raid the 7 camp.
Aw.
Because they're still there. Although, this sounds like fun.
It does.
But we wouldn't be prepared, which is what this is about.
But if you need stuff to make weapons are useful for making weapons. Right?
You make so much sense all the time.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Weapons make weapons.
So
I gotta write that one down. As he also this little. It would look like the back of a fast food coupon. And he's sort of using his claw to scratch in something that is not words.
I was gonna say, are you writing words?
And then he puts it back in his
It's
pocket.
thieves' cans. I don't know.
It's just stuff. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, we'll just collect up some stuff. We already have some stuff, and I can start working on this, and that way
Yeah.
we can be better prepared.
Here, I hand you the spear.
Yeah, this seems like it might be a good hilt for some kind of thing. Yeah.
We should make sure that we're careful too. It seems that Jovac is around and has at least been alerted in some case that there was a piece of technology that he wanted that will no longer be there.
What piece of technology?
Yeah, what
One-
was
Toss
that
that
thing he was looking for?
You're
So-
holding it.
May I
What?
see it, please?
Oh. Can I just look at it?
Sure.
Is there some kind of... Like, if I was using engineering check on this at all, would I get anything from it?
You would have to roll a mysticism check.
Ooh, yeah. No. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Clippy 2. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. I just wanted to make sure that anything of my expertise,
Right.
if it would help before I handed it over. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this thing. Okay. So now
You can hear like clicking and shifting as if there's gears inside it. But
Yeah.
You said you could see things shifting on the inside too, couldn't you? Shapes?
Sure, when you see it, you'll get to see more.
But I see as a player, me, Derek, wants to toss it to Cliptic.
Oh no.
But Flinch probably wouldn't risk it. Because he'll risk it with himself, but not with other people. So no, Flinch just hands it over to you.
I would like to use the spell Identify. And its spell allows me to attempt to identify the function of a magic item with mysticism. You gain a +10 insight bonus to skill checks to identify the properties and command words or passwords of items targeted where using this spell.
So it'd be mysticism plus.
All right, so
So it'd be
make that
sorry,
check.
mysticism +10?
Whatever
Yep.
your plus of mysticism is, and +10 insight bonus on top of it.
Natural 20!
42.
You see all.
Okay.
Clippy tubes moving through time.
Let's
Under normal circumstances, when exploring some kind of temporal device, you would often go to your time-traveling assistants, whom are closer to the temple in their ship, for favors. In this case, you get a pretty solid grasp as to the context of this device.
Okay.
The Tesseract is a temporal vault.
Oh god.
In terms of just its active use, there is something inside it at all times.
Okay.
The only thing that can utilize or release what's inside is whatever is already inside.
It's one of them time loop things. Like the dragon egg, kind of.
So it's not so much that there is a command word. On all 12 sides, there are symbols and pressure points, and by looking, now that you got it in your hand, looking inside, you know that piece of art where there's the staircases all over the place in
Yes.
different shapes and sizes. It almost as if you can see different rooms and orientations the more you shift it. Kind of like how you shift a prism and colors and shapes change.
Yeah.
The shapes of rooms and items change as you move it around.
It's a kaleidoscope.
But you having identified it, you can't quite identify who, but there is a limited number of, the way the device works is there isn't a strict command word. The only ones that can access the contents are those whom are already inside the device.
So there's somebody inside the
Yes.
device.
Multiple people? Or just one person?
Just one person.
So
Is it like a data storage? Like,
No.
would you go in, or is it like a prison where you're put in?
So this is
You
something-
choose to enter, but a person goes in.
but then another person comes out, so someone's going to be
The
replacing
specifics
the other.
beyond that are experience-based. You must talk to someone who has done it. You just know the
enough.
functionality of the device.
Fair enough.
So
Okay.
That's its function.
Fair enough.
Jovac wanted this, so we can probably safely assume that what's in there is either Jovac himself or somebody who Jovac would want to release.
Can
I'll let you roll an
only-
insight on that real quick.
Yeah, let's see what the insight says.
Sense motive?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, just roll it in your d6.
Did not roll very well.
Well, sense motive.
Where? Oh, there it is.
I'm just helping.
18.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. It's a safe. That's a good guess. With one exception, it's very that's a pretty big shot in the dark. That's assuming that he had already found it, and at no point in your experience do you recall him having found it. But it's not to say that that is or isn't true. You get this sense from what you had heard of the other people talking about finding it, is that, at least at this point, he's never found it before.
Oh.
And has been desperately trying to get a hold of it.
So there is value to it, but it's probably not. Okay.
He's been trying to. There was something of his purpose. He was trying to find, or he was against a god, right?
He wants to be a god.
He wants to be a god.
thinks
but
he
there
is a
was
god.
there was something about the I can't remember now. There was something about the knowledge he wanted to.
When you talked to Sol and Luna, they mentioned that he's basically working with one of their siblings, the Void Dragon, against Kala. So he is working with a dragon named Yareg
Right.
in opposition to Kala.
Do I think that we would learn any more about the Tesseract if we do go and talk to our time traveling friends?
Without telling you what they would or wouldn't tell you, there's no such thing as it hurting. There's no way you would know one way or the other without having talked to them, but there's nothing saying that would hurt.
I think we should probably talk to them. They would have an understanding, especially if this thing has been here as long as it has on this planet.
So, I had some guy's house in my cheek.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And
We
some
should
guy in that house in your cheek.
We should clean that. I'm gonna get a wet wipe and wipe it down.
A wet wipe. That's disgusting.
The wet wipe?
Yes.
What's on it?
His spit.
On the wet wipe?
Oh, it's fine.
No,
I spit in
clean-
your pocket.
I used of it to clean. No, it's like cleaning.
This is a battle you can't win, dear.
Did you know she has your spit in her pocket?
I had no idea it was useful as a cleaning agent.
No, we're not gonna.
Correct.
No.
This opens up so many possibilities.
Please don't spit on stuff.
For cleaning things?
At least don't spit on my stuff.
Why?
How do I stop
Oh yeah,
this?
that's true. Why would I want to clean things?
I think we should go to the time traveling gurus and see what this is.
Who are they? Gurus.
Farah, Tex, and Vorvo. I don't know what a guru
Oh,
is,
those.
but
yeah.
they time travel. It's a thing they do.
If you
Like a
spit
lot.
on anything in this ship, I will shoot you.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
sounds
I was
fair.
saying before, without upgraded equipment, you ain't gonna hurt me very much. Yeah.
Yeah, but your armor hasn't been upgraded either, so
I look
she will
down.
still
I'm
hit
like,
you.
that's true. I don't want to get shot.
Then don't spit.
Then why are you using it as a cleaning agent?
It's not the cleaning agent. It's what I cleaned off. Just don't spit on anything in the ship.
Even the spittoon.
We have a spittoon.
The places
Yes.
you are normally allowed to spit. You are an
to know.
adult person. You're an
I'm not a
adult.
person. How dare you? How dare you call me a person? Look at me.
You aren't a
It's
person.
all debatable.
I mean, depends on how you define person.
Oh my god. We need to go. Gods, plural. We need to go.
Well, I'm not a god either.
I hope not.
Yeah, God, what a horrible world universe that would
the
be.
Tesseract, and I'm just holding her by the arm and just dragging her with
And
me.
I will walk with them, continuing to talk.
I'm bring my
my hand-
Dashka with me this time.
At one point, I will look over at Greg and wink and keep going.
And Greg slowly walking behind everyone going,
So, if Jovac hasn't found this yet, when he did find it, before or after, whenever that was, who the heck did he let out of it? Did anybody ask that question? Or am I by myself?
Wait,
What we're going to figure out.
is Jovac the one in it?
He never found it, so he would never have been able to put himself in it. But there is someone in there that he would want to find, I think.
Find, kill.
That was my theory.
We don't know.
do
We
this
have
to
to go and talk to Saul and Luna.
Saul and Luna. Oh, that's a long ways away.
No, to
that's a lot of-
Tex and Vorvo.
Tex and Vorvo.
and Farah.
Sorry, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. So you head over to Tex Borvo and
What if the
Farah's
person who's in
ship,
it is from the future?
or the home that Flinch and Tim have lived in for an unknown period of time. Going to the ship, it's been a few days since you've been here. It is completely cleaned off. Repairs are well underway. You can see that they've started jacking up parts of the ship. It's not like buried in the ground anymore. They have lifted off the ground with like a giant kind of winch system, parts of the ship to start. You can tell they've started working on the undercarriage to try and get the landing gear properly situated. So you can actually enter through the main hangar bay door now, which before you had to go through like a port hatch that was broken. That port hatch is still broken, but they have it covered up with like saran wrap. whatever you can find on the planet, right?
Saran wrap.
Space wrap.
Space wrap. How's that?
That's my kind of thing. Love
Yeah.
that.
There you go.
Great.
There's a soft whistling as you go past because it's not entirely sealed. They tried. You enter the ship.
Yo!
You guys here?
Oh, you guys again? How's it going? And Kovo comes around the corner, portly guy. Hello again. Well, how may I help all of you?
We have some questions for all of you, crew.
All of
Killed
us.
one of Jovac's lieutenants.
Well done there, little one.
Yeah.
High fives. Look, she is taller than him, but still refers to her as little one. He is wider. She's taller. He's wider. And he waddles into the mess hall, and he goes, "Hello, everyone. I got questions for the lot of us. Come on down." And he gets Tex and Farah to join. And three of them join you all. All right. You caught us at a good time. We're just taking a break for the day. What's up?
We need you to tell us what you know of this, and I'll pull out the Tesseract.
The second you pull it out, Tex, the closest word you can think of is feral. Tex's eyes dilate to just shrink. Look up. If they were a cat, their hair would be up on end, their back would spine up. And they go, "Where did you find that?"
We took it while in combat with one of Jovac's lieutenants.
Who he killed.
Yeah, he did.
Can I say that I brought something celebratory to drink?
Sure.
Cool. I start pouring cups and passing
They were
them out.
trying to find. It was in the temple. They were trying to excavate it and take it to their lord and master, who I can.
I know what they were trying to do, and they've tried it every time and failed every time. Farah, do they need it this time? We used it before.
What is it?
Used it for what?
At that point, Tex turns and Tex just leaves the room. Farah goes, all right. My apologies. Yes. No. It is a temporal vault. It's a kind of device where it has a weird sort of time mechanic to it. There has to be someone inside of it at all times. But if you're inside the device, time doesn't work. Time doesn't move for you.
Oh.
You can be in there for hundreds of years, and come out at any point and retain all the information and knowledge you learned over your time in there. Unfortunately, the trick is the only way you were allowed out is if you are also staying in. You have to trade spots with yourself at some other point.
So are you telling us, that a version of Jovac is in that thing?
No, my
Good,
God, could
good.
you imagine?
Good.
No, he's been trying.
Oh, that's why he wants it.
Yes.
Oh.
No, one of you is in it.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Damn it, Greg!
It's not
I know
me.
it's Greg.
It's a different one of you each time.
Oh.
How do we find out who's in it?
Which of you wants to go in?
So it will.
Yeah.
So if, let's say, hypothetically, let's say I'm in it, and I give the Tesseract to Diantha, and she tries to go in. It won't let her in.
If Diantha goes in, it'll be Diantha that's in there.
So then my other version could come out.
No. Only if you're the one that goes in.
So it would have to be whoever is in there that would need to come out then.
Oh.
If you go in, you will be the one that's in there.
So essentially, we could either be trapped in there, or we've released the other person by switching out the correct one, right?
When you go in, you will have a choice. You can come back out as you are, or you can let your trapped self free and take their place. They will much prefer that option, as they have been in there for hundreds of years.
Well, how hundreds of years?
Did this thing go back in time? Like, whoever's in there went in there in the future. And then the stone went back in time, and then it would, forward in time the way that things normally go forward in time, and then we found it.
Farah looks blankly at you and goes, "It is a very complicated discussion."
So sorry. So
Does it go backwards in time?
So I think what we're asking is,
is there only one of us in there, or could any of us potentially switch places with a version of ourselves?
Any of you can potentially switch with a version of you that's in there.
Okay.
In one timeline, it's Flinch. In another, it's Grek. In another, it's Cliptic.
okay, so our question is that if, let's say I'm in there.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm definitely the one in there.
Yes.
And if I try to go in, I will swap places with me.
You will visit you.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes. You will have a choice.
Now with Flinch, with me, with future Flinch, or past Flinch, metaphysical Flinch.
Yes.
That's a good name. Metaphysical Flinch.
Yes.
It's a good name for a band.
is in there, and Diantha tries to enter. She can't swap places with me because she's not me. So nothing happens. That's our question.
At this point, have you ever heard of the concept of... Now, I understand that what I'm about to say is a very Earth concept, but just go with me on this one. She goes, have you ever heard of the concept of Schrodinger's cat?
Yes.
Yes.
This is much like that. Only your party has found this in the past. It is a different version of your party every time, especially considering that you were the only ones that have ever killed Jovac. Even we couldn't do that. But we've also found this Tesseract before. So, whoever is in there is one of you. The one that chooses to go in is the one that's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes complete
Yeah, I get
sense
it.
now. Yeah, no.
Whenever you go in, you only encounter yourself.
Was
Yeah, that makes. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
was one of the times that you found it, Tex went in?
No.
Well, why is he so mad? Why is he so mad about it if it's always one of us?
Hundreds of years of just being able to grow and become more powerful without dying of old age?
That makes him angry?
No, he wants to do that.
Oh, he's
Only
fighting.
you have been able, only your party has been able to do it.
Oh, I get it. He'd like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Then he could solve, whatever problems he has. Yeah.
Our last party member that went and did it was our Cliptic.
Okay, well that
But it could be any of you.
Okay, so we should really think about this.
Do we even need to bother with it? It seems like
The thing might have information on the inside if it's come from another parallel universe.
but we would have to be sacrificing one of ourselves for it. No.
No, we wouldn't.
You have an option to come back or
Oh.
switch places with.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I don't know how willing they would let you leave. If
Well,
you were to go in and see a version of yourself that had been stuck there for hundreds of years, do you think you would let yourself leave?
But by choice, right? They chose to go in.
Not, I don't think it would. All I'm saying is myself, if I had to stay anywhere for 200 years and I had an opportunity to escape, I would try and take it.
They chose
Okay,
to
so
go in
Diantha's
knowing-
not going in.
They did choose to go in knowing they'd eventually leave. They didn't choose to go in forever.
Okay, so-
Exactly.
but what kind of information? Oh, you need to see what happened in their timeline?
It could be to see what happened in their timeline. It could be to garner the knowledge that they've learned. There's a library in there. They learn quite a bit in there.
Okay, wow.
I just want to say that I'm personally not interested in the idea, but if you are, I would just warn you that you might have to. Well, it probably won't be as easy to come back.
I
I
can take
have
me.
one question.
Yes.
Now, because it's me, my past self, whatever, is in there, right? It's the original host. I'd be a guest.
In our version, yes,
Yes.
it could be
So,
Flinch.
as the guest, I have the right to choose either to take
Yes.
that place or to leave.
Correct.
They can't make that decision for me.
They will make the decision very tantalizing, though.
I also want to assume that whatever's in there is certainly more powerful than we are currently if they've had hundreds of years to just.
But we also still have the choice. Someone can always say to leave, right?
I don't
You
see
know
that-
what? We sort of need to do it, though.
I'll do
'Cause-
it.
No.
No, I'm serious.
Why not?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think your voice can hold up?
No, I don't think so.
Oof. Big oof.
Greg's very hard on me.
Yeah.
But I could do it too.
But you went last time.
Well, last time where?
Eh?
No, that
As-
was
That
was an
depends
arc.
on your definition of order of events.
that was our Cliptic. That was their Cliptic.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Cliptic 3?
And 4.
No, there
'cause they
is no
have two
Cliptic
Cliptics as well. There's already enough of you, Cliptic.
I'm just
Don't ask.
But with my experience with the matriarch.
Basically, what we need to know is what the best time to go back to is. That's what we're looking for. Now, if they made the right choice, we know that that's the time I get hit. And if they made the wrong choice, we know not to choose that one. So either way, it helps. My problem is, honestly, Clippy 2, is because of your history with the matriarch, you may convince yourself to do something just to mess with the matriarch instead of repairing the time.
So we should.
You know what I mean? Because the matriarch, I mean, what would you sacrifice to kill the matriarch? That's my question.
I mean, I'm more afraid of her than
Yeah.
hating her. I would.
So you really wouldn't sacrifice anything to kill her. It's fine.
no, not really.
What if she was in front of you?
We already went through that, and I got really hurt last time.
Yeah, but this time you would have all the power of like level of like practicing your magic for 100 years.
I do believe Jovac
Yeah.
is the one that's the more scary.
No, Clippy too. What are you? No, I mean,
Eats blood.
I mean, no, your mysticism stuff, right?
Yes.
What are you? Like, what do you specialize in?
I'm a mind breaker.
Right. So you in there for hundreds of years perfecting mind breaking, and you want to go in so you can mind break yourself and be the one who comes out. That was the argument you made earlier is about the other person can sort of.
This is assuming that I am that maniacal and malevolent after 100
You're a
years.
mind breaker.
Again,
You are that malevolent.
Remember-
You tortured people.
He's not wrong on that one.
Not wrong.
again, 200 years or more stuck in one place, you would do.
Well, then
A lot of
who
things.
is going to be the one to do it?
I'll do it.
Greg.
Seriously, what am I gonna offer
Okay.
myself that I don't already have
I
that I
think
would
either
want?
Either of them could do
Okay.
it, really.
I nominate either Laurel.
What?
Specifically for a reason is that Laurel is really hard-headed.
I mean,
No.
yeah, I've
No,
I've
but
definitely beaten
Laurel
people up with this
in
thing.
Cuba, even for hundreds of years, only care. You want to kill Jovac and mess up his plans.
Yeah.
So you would understand. You go in that.
But will Laurel in the thing will let her leave?
Of course she will.
But what am I gonna get out of it?
Okay, so now.
Like, you're gonna make me a really awesome gun, right? And some really awesome armor. What else do I need?
Yeah. I mean, I could go in, but I mean, I don't know. I'm used to being alone. Maybe I didn't go as crazy.
No, you weren't alone. You had Tim.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Let's not send Tim in.
I don't think that would work anyways.
I don't know. This is hard.
Greg wants to go in if Greg is
Yeah,
volunteering.
but Greg isn't. I love you, Greg. But you're probably just going to teach yourself new gravy rag recipes.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Well.
A new
Also-
gravy rag from the future and the past.
You weren't here. You weren't here when we still had our Captain Farah, and she was being all secretive, and everyone was trying to get information from her about Jovac.
I
and
was
her
gonna bring that up,
Her
yeah.
whole thing about it. And I rolled a natural 20 diplomacy, and I sat down in a little crate and explained all the reasons that I figured she should talk about it. And then I left, and then we spent half a game with her divulging all the information that she had. Greg's usually pretty good when he needs to be.
We can use the same.
Also-
we can use the same argument with
Just
each
a
of us.
metagame reason to do it would make Zach have to do Greg's voice, so.
It would.
That's fair. That's actually correct.
And when Greg says, what could he possibly offer himself that he doesn't already have that makes him happy? Seriously.
You're happy?
I also would like to point out that Greg, even though chose to be an infant for this purpose, they did give up one of the stones for someone else who needed it.
We all
Greg-
did that, though.
Not really, no. But
Not really.
No.
Are we all getting in line to let Greg be the one to go in?
Well, to
Seriously?
be fair, I'm the one you need the least here anyway.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
I have another question here.
Built on the truth. No, that is a lie.
It's true though. Diantha leads us. Clippy's
What?
Clippy 2, whoever you are,
It's Clippy too.
is the only one who can
Krang.
do the voodoo thing.
Voodoo.
Laurel's the only one good at punching things. And you can both fly and fix a ship.
Yeah, but I can't do both at the same time. Well, Tim.
Tim, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you're essential.
Yeah.
How?
Well, I wouldn't be here without you.
You blew up the ship that vaporized that dude.
Yeah, that really hurt too.
I'm glad everyone glossed over my moving emotional
It
moment.
was really sweet.
Yeah. I don't agree.
Either
with
way, you're
Wait a
also the
minute.
only one willingly volunteering to go in, and that stands
this.
for
I mean,
something.
any of us would go in.
Well,
I just
you have a point with the mind breaker thing, and then as far as the hard-headedness, who knows what Laurel's going to do?
I know
Right.
my head.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
honestly, yeah, Greg might be the only one of us that's not corruptible.
You just are worried about losing your best friend.
We're all worried about losing our friend.
Best friend. Who? He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Yeah, okay. I mean, if this is what we're going with, I don't agree with it, but we do need to set up some gravy ranks. Because if Greg is going in there to meet a Greg who's been in there for hundreds of years, he should bring gifts.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I like gifts.
Yeah, no. But, I mean, you can't
You can't
hide
use the
gifts
gift.
for yourself.
All right, fine.
I have a question though. If whoever goes in, and let's say they come out just fine, can they go in again later? Or is this a one-time thing?
Not that I'm aware of.
So do we have to use it now? Or is it better to save it?
Give it more thought.
If you use it now, even if Jovac gets it, he won't be able to use it.
Oh,
Oh, well, then, yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, 100%.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so and outside of like metagaming, honestly, me as Derek loves the idea of Greg being, even though it doesn't seem like the obvious choice, I do love the concept of it. So I was going to volunteer as Flinch to do it, but not now. Yeah, because I started thinking too, Flinch, with the exocortex, I go in there and then there's another Flinch who takes over my exocortex.
Maybe. You never know
And then
now.
I become metaphysical Flinch.
I am liking where this is going.
Yeah, so no, I think Greg's the only choice, I think, honestly.
Hey, but like, I get it. You're not wanting your friend to risk something like this, and
I think
they'll still be your friend who no matter who comes out.
I think what the point is, we don't want to lose each other, but there has to be a choice made.
Yeah. And you're okay with this, Greg?
Remember when I said it was really not very stressful being a baby?
Yeah. You pooped a lot. You were a bad shot.
I
was
will
disappointed.
I will most likely say that there's probably nothing that could convince me to stay in there. If I did, I mean, I get to sit around doing nothing for 100 years.
Well, technically, you might go in, swap places, something happens, be in there for 100 years, and it's you who's coming out anyway, maybe, who knows.
Yeah, whatever.
But that's metaphysical, Greg.
It is
Sorry, too many vowels. Consonants.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think we're settling on Greg. I think that's all of our consensus.
Yeah.
Flinch is not taking his hand away from Greg's shoulder, though.
But we said we needed to get something to sate the Greg inside, so we need to get Gravy Rags. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, what would you want? Gravy Rags.
Oh, God.
I turned.
Oh
to
God.
Farrah.
What
You
have
got a
we
trash
done?
can?
I never took out the garbage. It's probably full.
She looks around the ship. She's like, "Take your pick."
I never had a chance to. We've never had a chance to.
All right.
Metaphysical Flinch.
Yeah, the rags are fine. The one I have, it's been sucked on too much. I could use a replacement, or 2 or 3 or 4.
We should probably pack some of that tea that you make as well.
Oh yeah.
Off the ship.
Yeah, that'll put some hair on your bits, that one will.
Oh my God.
Well, why don't we bring this back to our ship? You can stack up on gifts, and then we can all be in our ship when you enter.
What's Farrah's reaction to us sort of leaning toward Greg?
She's kind of impartial. She's like,
Wait, Farrah's the one who was cut in half, right?
Your Farrah was, yeah.
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 No, just according to Farah's, like, I've also never gone in. I just
Yeah.
heard it described.
Well, there wouldn't be another, you know, because.
Yes, thank you for that pleasant reminder.
What?
It's gnarly.
Kobil has also never gone in.
Oh, was he?
No, he in different timelines took a different vocation.
Oh. Speak a different language?
No, he had a different job.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, let's get back to the ship. My God.
All right. For the sake of time and kind of where I would like to end this, let's say that you gather your rags and your teapot. And you guys are back in your mess hall with the Tesseract in the middle of the table.
Okay. So, I guess we just wait here and see?
What do I do? I just stare at it or something?
Do you just stare at it or do you touch it?
Do I have to knock on it?
I think if you're the one in it, you just need to hold it.
Just hope that Greg doesn't have to open its mind.
Do you touch it with the intention to go in?
Yeah.
All right. So with the intention to go in, you come into contact with the Tesseract, and you guys all watch as Greg gets sucked into the Tesseract.
Thank you for listening to this Twisted Gear Studios production. Again, if you're a fan, please feel free to hit that Ko-fi button and send us a coffee. It really does help. Let us know on our socials if there's anything else you would like to see from us. With enough support, we'd love to bring more things to you with more shows, more frequent posts, possibly even merch ideas. Until then, the next episode of Spacers will air Tuesday, February 16th, with the next episode of The Call, our Call of Cthulhu actual playcast, GM'd by Derek Snow, airing Tuesday, February 9th. The game system used today was the Starfinder game system by Paizo. Music, sound effects, and ambient tracks in this episode licensed through Video Copilot, Triune Films, and Artlist. You can find all of Twisted Gear Studios' podcasts on Google Play, Apple Music, and Spotify. Please like and follow the Twisted Gear Studios Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Derek Snow, Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, Elizabeth Wells, and Bailey Yarkey. Rob Hickey was your audio operator, and I was your host and GM, Zach Barrett. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.